Yeah.
Does any of
But
us
yeah,
have interrogation?
so
Carlos
nope.
does. Carlos is a
I
really
mean,
good interrogator. He's a fucking ATF agent.
Yeah.
I mean, we could interrogate those guys, ask them information.
Do
Yep,
it.
that is definitely part of what we should be doing.
I mean,
Hell
if they
yeah.
speak Russian, I can always translate. I'm observing, if not translating.
Oh, we're all observing. That's right. We're all watching you.
Yes.
God, thank God you're on that, man. There's a way to just cheese skills so hard. Okay, your skill is only 2, so he goes, I'm not telling you anything for now. Until the next session.
Right.
Then you can
Like,
try
the
again.
hell you won't. I grab one of my mechanic tools. Like, how many fingers will it take before you speak?
You get a +1 to your to your interrogation if you threaten violence. But you don't get more intimidation by threatening even gruesomer things. You threatening violence is just a flat +1. Because I don't want it to
Right?
get
It's
too.
kind of like, you see how I'm leaking? Hmm. Do you
Me
want a
and my
mat?
baby. Me and my baby are both hurt.
Right? Yeah. Go out and just hug my Humvee.
It's
It'll be okay.
it's too bad you can't
Ow.
like interrogate that fucking one guy that got ran over because he's the one who really fucked up your vehicle.
Oh, man. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to make this point of reference. When we searched all of them, that guy, Body, if he had any form of identification or any kind of papers or whatever, I got his name. Just gonna put it on a list. Like I got a little tiny notepad. I'm just gonna
All
be like,
right. So all the loot from the enemies and the camp and everything, well, you'll go through all that then?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort
yeah,
that out off
he's
screen
gonna.
because, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to spend too
that could
much
take
screen
a bit.
time. Yeah, dude, for real. And then I'll surprise you
I
next time we log on. I'll be like, look at all this cool shit we found.
Yeah.
I do the same thing when I run my games. Like it's like, oh, you encountered a large treasure room at the end of this dungeon. You'll find out what you got at the end or at the start of the next game.
It's the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or like I have pre-had like pages of the loot already rewritten out. So then I just hand it to them and just watch them read it at the end of the session. And I'm like, yep, have fun with that.
And then they're like, holy shit.
Right? And that's usually when I also remember my D&D players. Remember, every 50 gold coins is £1 because that's what the actual, like, if you play with
Oh, yeah.
the actual weight and encumbrance, every 50 coins is £1.
That's why we
So
always
then,
add a cart or something.
oh yeah, yep. Because like I've had players like run the math, like how many coins that they can fit in like a bag of holding and stuff. Because they're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. So when you defeat that dragon and you want to loot its entire horde, how many days are you gonna spend going back and forth trying to empty that some bitch out? Well, you laugh because like when I ran my 3.5 campaigns, I had the Draconomicon, so a
Oh
book
yeah.
of building custom dragons and stuff. So depending on the age of the dragon, it actually requires so many thousands of gold coins just to be a suitable bed for the dragon. So if you were like a adult red dragon, you needed like a minimum of 150,000 gold coins.
Yeah, I remember sorting out a blue dragon treasure hoard like a fucking just an adult blue dragon treasure hoard, and it was like a couple of pages of just shit.
Right? You know what I always found interesting once I bought that book is like, dragons are innately greedy, but I didn't realize like the depth of greed because like I think it was blue dragons. or no, brass dragons, I think it was, preferred like more objects of art in their treasure hoard than like say just your typical coins or other stuff. So like I was like, when you start to really find that, like the difference of what individual dragon hordes look like become
Yeah.
very different.
Because there's some dragons that like I think it's the copper dragon or something that likes jokes and that's what it hoards is fucking jokes, and there's other ones
Yeah,
that hoard information. So yeah.
yeah. Like it's just like scrolls and tomes of stuff. And it's not always like useful information. It's just knowledge that they did not particularly have.
Exactly. It's just like hoarding. It doesn't matter if it's useless, they
Right?
want it.
Yeah, because it's like I can remember reading a module where you go into this one dragon horde and they have all these tomes and books, and one of them was on like the crop cultivation in the nearby region for like different crops and like all that stuff. I'm like, wait, so this dragon basically has a farmer's almanac just sitting in its hoard because it valued it?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's messed up. But yeah, all that stuff is best done like off game because
Upstream.
it's time consuming. Yep.
Exactly. You got the time to get everybody together, that's literally the most valuable time. It has to be spent doing all player inclusive things.
Oh, yep, for sure. I think we did pretty good on staying on track tonight.
Yeah, I mean it took a lot longer because we've literally never played before. I mean next time's gonna go down. You know
Right?
what you know what everybody's capable of. You know how combat works. I mean we fucking took out a truck with a machine gun. That was pretty dangerous. We dealt with that.
Yeah, we did. That tear gas came in kind of clutch.
Oh fuck yeah,
Um,
dude. That was
yep.
absolute teamwork. I feel like I
Um,
did absolutely nothing the entire game.
no, you were
Maybe off.
scouting for us. I knew as soon as I decided to roll the Humvee up, though, I was like, yep, this is where shit goes down. But I was like, I don't want to spend the whole, like, 2 or 3 hours just baby stepping it forward.
Yeah. Oh well, we came through fine. And we got
Yeah,
medical experience points now, so we're good.
right?
Nobody even got seriously wounded. We're all only slightly wounded too, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I had a lot of fun.
You guys had a good time?
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
had a really good time. Thank you for allowing me to play with you guys. This is awesome.
No problem.
Yeah.
Man.
Carlos, I hope you didn't feel upset that even though you are the superior officer, I did a lot of dictating.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
That's kind of how NCOs roll, though. I mean, fucking, he's the
Right?
overall
Yeah.
commander, but like, you're making the calls in the field.
Right? And a lot of times
Yep,
after I
and
made a
helping me
call,
out.
I specifically went, "You agree with that, right, sir?" Cool.
I'm new to this, so I'm like,
It's hard your first session.
yeah,
It can't,
it's like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I really was hoping that there was going to be combat tonight, because looking at how the combat is in the books, I was really wanting to see how that played out. It's interesting how like the initiative, but then the phases work, and like your injury affects that. Like I really like that, but it's gonna take a minute to really learn and get down pat. Um,
Yeah. And
how
you'll level up
how
your
it works,
initiative, too.
right? But I find it interesting that the game has that kind of a mechanic built into it. Like it's because it makes sense. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, I like all the different nuances, like the armor and the fucking headshots and all the different shit. Like it's intimidating at first and overwhelming, but like I said, I ran this for a lot longer than I ran D&D, so I literally have memorized most of the things so I can process a lot of hits. Like I mean all those fucking 25d6 bursts and shit, I can resolve those pretty quickly.
Right. Yep. That's awesome. That's the other thing is like just learning like where your hit numbers need to be. Um.
Yeah, we're all pretty terrible. It's going to get a lot more fun once we get leveled up and we're not missing and failing every time.
Yep. I don't know. I had really fun the first time I shot the 50 cal, and I'm like, I'm just gonna aim and conserve ammunition.
Did you fucking hit that dude that was trying to run away and fucking just like hit him in the fucking arm and took off his arm?
Just ripped his arm off, which I mean makes sense. It's a 50 cal,
It's a fucking
an
50 cal.
unprotected. Yeah, an unprotected arm. He's just kind of like, the fuck just happened to my arm? Like you don't even feel it because I'd imagine that guy wouldn't have even felt it before. Like he's like, oh, I just bled out. I
Well,
lost my arm.
it probably took him off his feet and sent him like fucking 10 feet down the fucking range,
Oh
and
yeah,
then he was on the ground and he didn't get up again.
Yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
giving us all experience points and initiative.
nice.
Nice.
Yep, it's pretty cool. I do like that I know you and I talked before at work how you move and ob, and I see what you mean by that now.
Yep, stealth and obs at the same time.
Yep. I also like how the cover system works in this game.
Yeah, I know. It makes it so much more tactical as opposed to running up, rolling a die, you hit him, it makes everything a
Yeah.
lot more tactical and strategic. And like I said,
Right? You
that
have to think about it because there's a lot of times where I was looking at the map going, where do I move to best position myself?
yeah, and God, my favorite part was probably that fucking charge at the end with Carlos, where he fucking used like the cover of the fucking terrain and just got right up in that dude's face. That's what I mean by the cover of the terrain and shit, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because at that point, like I hate to say it, they kind of forgot he was there because we drew a lot of the focus on us
Absolutely.
with the Humvee.
Right. Right.
Yep. Which is kind of what I wanted, and I know I kind of said that earlier. Is like if me and Alexi are gonna be like the vehicle guys, like I would think that we'd play a lot of that support.
Yeah, it should have been, because we did do it, but those guys died right away. It should be like Vince sneaking up, stealthing, observing, and then opening fire with a machine gun. And then he should be the, like, first distraction. Then you can come in with the Humvee from a second angle, and then everybody else should, like, go from a third side or something.
Right.
But, like, you can't sneak up with a Humvee, but Vince can sneak up and scout for the Humvee, which can support him.
Sure. And I mean, I've got pretty good stealth myself, but I also feel like my guy has a hard time leaving his vehicles
Yeah.
because he's like, I don't know if it'll be okay by
Well, vehicles
itself.
need, like, two people anyway, so you and Alexi are kind of, like, paired together.
Right. And I figured that's kind of what I'd like to work out is setting the teams of two
For sure.
because we have the people to do it. So finding out who's the best pairings
It's probably going to
skill
be
wise.
me and Carlos, and then you and Alexi,
You know,
because I'm not banking on Renly being back anytime soon. Again, nothing personal, but still got you
no,
guys though.
we for sure, for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna let you guys go though, because I got
Yeah, I got to get off here too.
All right, guys, it's been real.
Oh, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good game, man. Good game.
Fuck yeah! See you
yeah.
next Saturday.
For
Sounds
sure.
good.
Later,
Yeah, I'll
guys.
be here. Later.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for showing up to our show, our D&D program.